Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dimensions of Love. Thank you for being here. If this video found you, then it is a message here for you from your higher self, your spiritual team, that we need to remember here. There are no coincidences. There is always a higher power that is leading us to where we need to be. And you're here, so welcome. To all returning subscribers, thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes, and for returning and finding value in these videos. We are grateful to be at service and to provide support. So thank you, everyone. And we are doing the full moon in Cancer, which is quite intimate and a family-oriented sign, and it is ruling the moon. So, of course, we have a little bit more intimate setting, and I want to be close to you all so that we can feel that we are one in this beautiful oneness that we already are in, but a more cozy version of it. I hope you all like it. I'm going to go through the information as always, but just a little bit short of the transit and what is happening more up in the sky, because everything is connected and we're intertwined and it's energy. So knowing how the transits and the planets are moving around us influences our energy, and therefore it's more easy to understand what is going on and how we can utilize the energy in the most correct and beneficial way for ourselves and everyone around us, of course. These messages are always in the name of love, and we will be using different tarot cards that I put in the description box below if you're interested in them, because you're going to see them a little bit more close up in this video. And so I like you all to invite your higher self, your ancestors, all that energy. This little short prayer is just to bring us all together, to have the attention that whatever it is that wants to reach out to you energetically, and whatever there is something within you that wants to reach out to you and wants to be heard, we are setting the attention and welcoming it to be heard and to be understood correctly. So therefore, I just want you to close your eyes just for a little bit and let us take a deep breath and just center ourselves and stay in this place. And invite your higher self, higher beings, interdimensional beings, all beings that have ascended, that understand what is happening and going on, for them to provide support into this video throughout this channel, Dimensions of Love. Let this entity serve as an opening for all beings, for the highest, greatest good of all, to give the message accurately to all that are viewing this message, and whatever that they need to hear right now, and that is available to them. Thank you to the Most High and to the love. So let us all begin. First, I want to go to the planetary placement. So at the beginning of this month, because we're almost getting in the middle of January here, as we're going through this full moon in Cancer, that will be on the 13th of January, depending on which time and which place you are in the world. But Aquarius shifts to Pisces, which is very rich in romance. That is how we're starting off this month, which is very beautiful and lovely. Then we have Mercury that enters Capricorn, and that was back in January the 8th. This energy lets us set these long-time goals and provides critical thinking in difficult challenges. So if many of you have heard anything or something that is shifting in your reality, in your life, whatever it is, if it's business, family. So this will be a great time, and it will be very good for you in this critical thinking, because you will find solutions very easily. And what's important to know here is that from 2023, we have been in this shifting, because right now we're in something that's called the healer's axis, and it shifts us into this soul's journey, so to a higher calling. And we're connecting right now in the signs of Pisces and Virgo in this healer axis. But previously, before that, back in 2023, we were in between Aries versus Libra. So we were basically practicing how to balance our masculine energy and feminine energy. So for an example, if you think about back from 2023 all the way forward now, in situations as someone coming up to you and you see that they probably need a hug, and that's your feminine energy. So you hug them, even though that they might be a little bit rude in the conversation. At the same time, in the conversation, you make points that, yeah, I don't find that funny. That was not a good joke. So that is you speaking from your masculine energy. So this is what we were practicing. Now, when do we embrace someone in a hug and allow and see that they need a healing, versus when we need to be in our masculine energy, when we need to say, hey, what you just said there wasn't quite nice. I don't like you when you say it like that. So that we set firm boundaries. And this is what we've been practicing a lot energetically, this feminine and masculine energy. And now all of a sudden we are going into this soul journey, a higher calling, with a Pisces that is very spiritual, and Virgo that is so connecting to everyone and everyone's need. So again, we are getting into this energy of the healer's axis, which is going to be quite remarkable moving forward into this year. But that's just a little bit short. The full moon in Cancer, La Luna, she's going straight home, and this is where we are in this beautiful full moon in Cancer. It is beautiful because we are in these deep emotions, security. And again, like we have this channel right now, it's supposed to be this intimacy. And we are also a family here in Dimensions of Love. We're a family of love, expanding and exploring all of these beautiful dimensions that have connections in love, and different type of love. And so this is where we are now. But also moving forward for this month, just a little briefly, we have a Mars still retrograde. So we got to be careful here when it comes to when we are utilizing this fiery energy and Mars, the god of war type of energy. And when it goes in reverse, we have to be careful so it doesn't explode. And we have to utilize that energy in a more to fire up our souls. So it is transforming into something positive, because we need to remember that in war, there is peace, and in peace, there is war. So they can't be without each other. They're interconnected. So we have to balance them out perfectly if we're going to utilize the energy of the retrograde in Mars. So in the 19th, the sun goes in Aquarius, which is very beautiful. Aquarius is very a humanitarian spirit and just wants to embrace and help everything, and it's new innovation. So it's a new way of thinking, new way of being. Maybe you have a new way of how you're going to set up your new workspace, and how you're going to integrate maybe multiple incomes, or it's this innovation of how you want to create your life to where it's not that you're just doing, but it's actually benefiting others, and it's benefiting yourself because you enjoy what you're doing. So we're not doing less work. We might even do more work, but we are doing work that is more enjoyable to us. So that is what the sun in Aquarius in the 19 provides. But also this individuality. We don't want these masks and be like everyone else. Maybe you want to, at this time, because this is the Cancer full moon, you want to maybe embrace this beautiful self of you and just take off that mask and say, what do you like? What do you want to wear? If you didn't care what anyone thought, what would you wear? No matter where you were, like, what would you wear? What would you say? What would you do? And to allow yourself to be that, like Aquarius energy, moving into the January's end of the month. You're moving into this self of you, and you're just nurturing yourself. But maybe you're even having the courage to maybe like, okay, I never wear that jacket, but I'm going to do it now. It can be just simple thing as that, but it's also you practicing your individuality, because I'm using this clothes analogy because Aquarius is very, an Aquarius sign, the way that they have their clothes on. It can be very strange and very different, but very beautiful. And that's what Aquarius is all about, that individuality, that quirkiness, that differences that they bring in the energy field. And so on the 27th, the end of the month, we have Mercury transit throughout Aquarius, which is something happens with our intellectual. All of a sudden, our intellectual becomes very sharp. So at the end of this month, expect it to be a quick flow, like a perfect. This is perfect for the complicities or the complications of different challenges that you maybe have no idea how you're going to solve them, but all of a sudden right now it is so simple and you can get that quickly done because your intellectual is exactly where it needs to be because of the Mercury transit in Aquarius. So it's the perfect energy providing you that boost, and you will have the clarity. So at the end of the month, get ready, because you might shift very fast, and those challenges that maybe are that started in the beginning of January will at the end of January be exactly perfect to where they need to be. So that is the transit part of this reading. And now we are going to get into the cards. So I want to open this reading, and of course the good tarot, I like to read these cards because I'm studying them, and these are amazing. I love Charlotte Barrow read because this deck is so positive, and every card is a positive aspect to it, and I love that. Dimensions of Love is all about positivity. So I want to open this reading just by bringing us a card and reading from the book, and let's see the main energy of the viewer's energy right now. So what do they need to know for? Oh my goodness, we got the Empress here. Oh my goodness. We have the Empress. I mean, she is so in touch with her intuition, and that is exactly what the sign of Cancer is all about. It's about intuition, water, being in flow, staying in your emotions. So let's read the card of Empress. Fertility. This is a wonderful time to give birth to new ideas and experiences. Nourishment is assured as I step into a new version of myself. My life is rich and ripe with possibilities that I can manifest and create. I'm a powerful co-creator, and life loves me right now. My world is brimming with potential and infinite possibilities that will manifest for the highest good. Oh my goodness. So we're starting off this... I apologize for the flare, but we're starting off this beautiful full moon reading with basically the card is saying that you are becoming this new version of yourself. That's what I said with these clothes and the energy at the end of the month. You're going to embrace yourself and everything that you are. As the Empress does, the Empress is unapologetically just herself as she embraces her darkness and her light. She understands that with her light, there will always also be a shadow. And she's embracing all of these aspects of herself that you're doing right now. You're taking off those masks and you're stepping into this beautiful version of yourself. And this is so beautiful. I want to see this. I want to see our full moon cards. Those are very important too here because we are in the full moon. So let's see. Connecting to the Empress card, what does the viewer need to see and know for this full moon? Step up and lead. New moon in Capricorn. Okay. So, we are already in Capricorn. We have that sign for the January month. We have the energy of Capricorn. And Capricorn is, of course, connected to Saturn's energy. So it is ruled by restriction. But here it is asking you need to be like the Capricorn. So you need to step up and lead. And Capricorn is also connected with the Emperor's card. And the Emperor is connecting with the Empress card. So they are connected. You see here, you got the Capricorn. The Capricorn is connecting to Aries sign and very fiery. And also in that connection, it is connected to the Emperor, which is the male version of the Empress card, the masculine energy, the one that steps up and takes the lead. So it is something new because we're in the new moon. You're doing something new here. And you've been asked to step up and lead. You need to lead yourself into, let's see, you need to lead yourself like Capricorn. Capricorn puts in the work, okay? And I feel like many of you have put in the work. Without a shadow of a doubt, you've been working very hard. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather, so I'm getting heat flushes, and if I cough, I apologize, but I'm trying to stabilize my voice. But the new moon in Capricorn is basically saying that you all worked so hard. Look at that. Look at that. This is what you need to do. Because in Capricorn energy, this is what's coming through. What I'm seeing here for you is this all-seeing eye. You need to see it. Many of you have worked hard on it, but your mind cannot bring you what you need unless you don't write it down. You got to write it down exactly. What do you really want? Okay. So because you're doing this, and I feel like many of you are in this transition of, you're trying to figure out who you are. So you're questioning yourself. Which clothes do you want to wear now? Which clothes are really me and not the place that I go to work? And it fits there. And everyone looks like that. Or in my group of friends, this is how everyone dresses. So I dress like that too. It's like you're really questioning yourself. Is this really what I want to wear? And even if I came with something else and they're going to say different things, do I care? And so you're questioning this. And this is why I feel like many of you haven't written down what you want, because you want these things, but you don't know how to get it. And maybe if you write it down, it's going to be so scary, because then you will have to see it and really see that this is what you really, really want. So I feel many of you are a little bit scared of your own power. I don't know why it's coming through that. You just need to be clear on what you want. Okay, many of you even want many different things, and that's okay. But if you want many different things, they still have to tie into of having a connection together. Because if you want different things and they're so different from one another, you keep working yourself down the ground, because you are not excelling in the same direction where you bring in all of these differences into one thing. You are scattering yourself instead. So your energy becomes all over the place. So you need to bring that vision. If you are a person that loves to do many things and is good in many different areas, your thing that you need to know here is that vision and that clarity, it needs to be coherence with everything else that you're doing. So it's pushing you in the right direction. Otherwise, you go in the wrong direction, and we don't want to do that right now. We need to have more vision. We need to be like the sign of Capricorn. We need to be out there. We need to be grinding, just exactly like the sign of Capricorn does. Capricorn just moves forward ahead, It is a leader. You need to be in your own leading, Empress, and knowing that you are the Empress. The Empress is the Empress. She just sits pretty. Everything comes to her. You need to understand that you bring everything to you, okay? That is your energy. So let's see what the card more deeply and to unwrap. We have to open up and unravel these cards with a little bit more clarity. So let's ask for clarity here with this vision. What does the viewer need to do here? So I'm going to get 3 cards for you. Look at that. We have the Emperor, and look at that. Capricorns. I was just speaking about this card, right? So we have the Emperor, which is, these are together. But look at that. Your Empress, she is in the perfect energy. But the Emperor, where is he? In reverse. It becomes very selfish here, not trusting your own power, not believing in yourself. Many of you even healing patterns from your father. If you are a female, there are deep-rooted issues that you are... I'm hearing here that for many of you that are females, you're healing something from your father, maybe expectations or wants and needs that your father always imposed on you, that you followed, but you are following your own path. And it could be just an energy of this is what we always did in the family. You know what the strange thing is that sometimes we can have this energy that says, but it's always been like this in the family. The father has always given this to the daughters, and the daughters always gave this to the son. And we kind of create these self-imposed patterns that can hold us down. It can be negative energies connecting to those patterns, saying that it's best to have that. I heard something yesterday, and it was very strange how it came up in my feed and why it's connecting right now to what I'm saying. But there was a pastor, and he was talking about that. His father said to him in the car as they were driving that, you know, we all have, it was some kind of disease in the family. It runs in the family, and you're probably going to have it too when you get older. And this pastor said, no, I'm not going to have that. And the father keep insisting that, yes, you're going to have it because we've had this in the family. And he said, no, we're not going to have that. And the grandfather got so upset, he wanted him to drive him home. And that's exactly how that energy is. So he was embodying this energy of saying that I don't want to have anything that is being passed down. I'm not going to accept this moving forward in this family, in this bloodline, and which Cancer is all about, families, bloodline, and all of that. And some of you, you're rejecting something that the family has always done. This is how we always do in this family. No, you're rejecting it. You're saying, no, I don't want this. It's not going to be passed down through me. I don't want it. And so many of you are, and I don't know why that story came in strong, but I do understand its connection now, because I was wondering why I got so stuck on it, just that story that came through yesterday about this. But so he rejected that. He said, no, I don't want this. And that was a great decision. And that's the same way for you all. If you don't want something to be in your life, you should say no. And you're just breaking out that entity, that energy that has been sucking the family dry on that particular thing. So you say, no, I don't want this to be there. I know that it's not positive. It's not getting me anywhere, and certainly has not got my family anywhere. So I'm cutting it off. And that's what you're healing. But the Emperor in reverse, it has to be, there's a lot of ego here, a lot of clashes of masculine energy. So maybe it is, this vision is being disconnected. Let's just keep on seeing with the cards. Let's clarify more. Clarify the Emperor in reverse here. Yeah. So it is starting something new. You are starting something new. You are taking a leap of faith. But again, as the Fool goes into, he doesn't know many dangers here. So he's just stepping over the cliff, and it might be dangerous there. So we got to be very careful. And especially at the end of this month with the energies there with Mercury going into Aquarius, you got to be careful with your intellectual mind being so sharp that it can cut so much. So you got to be careful with the people around you. So you're stepping into something new, and you are definitely having a lot of responsibility. This is what you all are having. There's so many responsibility, and some of you maybe are responsible for a father that's getting older here. It's something that's coming through. And I always say this in my readings, that if there's an energy coming through, then it is for my subscriber, someone that needs that message, and I'll always provide that. So someone is taking care of their father and juggling a lot, and you're stepping into the unknown, you should go for it. And for the rest of you that are connected to this full moon in Cancer, it is, you have a lot of responsibility and you're juggling them, but you're doing a phenomenal job. Like, this is very difficult. Many people will drop 5, 6 balls when they have like 12 in the air, but you're just juggling them like nothing. You may be dropping one, and it's like a one little insignificant. And then you have serious balls up in the air. Basically, you have the balls to do everything, whether you're male or female. I don't know why that word is coming through, but you really have that energy that even if you are, I feel like many feminine energy of you have a lot of masculine energy. Like, you have vision, you're going to do some great stuff here in the future. I'm just feeling you're very strong, but you need to be in that feminine. And I feel like that's what many of you have been practicing, to stay in that feminine and masculine energy. And the same way, if you're a male here, you are, I mean, you can be a boss in the future here if you're not already. But there's a lot of boss energy. Okay, I think I want to have one more card of this. They're just pulling me to clarify something here. Yeah, because we're in the energy of, this is what's coming through here. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. There are a lot of energies that are, for some of you, I'm getting this message for that father, that connection with the father. There's many female involved that are gossiping, that don't have the real attention, but you have to focus on your vision. You can't focus on this less of an energy, but it tries to nibble you, because there's an energy. You're leaving your past version behind, and so when you're leaving this, the universe is sending out this energy to be even more louder, to really check if, are you really ready to let this go? And so when you're ready to let something go, it becomes so much louder than before. And that's exactly what it is now. Now they're gossiping more than ever. Now things are happening. And if you're, for an example, you're going to your work and you're coming here with that new jacket, or the jacket that you always had, but you never dared to have it on. And now you're going there and they're gossiping and they're talking. And so the universe and the Most High that loves you is asking you, are you ready for this? Are you ready to understand the meaning of stepping into this new version of yourself? That some that has said that they like you might express right now that they don't like you. Are you okay with that? So this is you embracing yourself. And for many others of you, because you're juggling so much, I feel like there's because we are in the Cancer full moon and it's all about family, it's been difficulties for many of you connecting or speaking with your family, maybe because you're so different from them. And that's okay. We don't have to have physical conversation. We can also sit in meditation and have this inner dialogue, because we're supposed to forgive. And so for many of you to sit in meditation and to do this, to visualize those people in your family that you have difficulties, and to see them in front of you and say, you know what, we're not talking and we're not connecting, but I really want to, I forgive you. And whatever it is that I've done that you feel I've done you wrong, I hope that you can forgive me too. So just to do that meditation, to release that energy, because that is what we're doing for this full moon. And in Cancer, we are forgiven. We're releasing that energy because we don't need it. We need to make room for new energy to enter. That's what it's all about. So it's about forgiving and letting go. And it's okay if communication is not clear and it's not there, everything will clear out, okay? The Most High loves you and will always take care of you without a shadow of a doubt. And I keep saying without a shadow of a doubt. And so I feel like many of you are embracing that aspect of yourself that you've been denying to others and to yourself. Because if you've been wearing this mask, you're denying your loved ones to see who you truly are. So by taking off that mask, you are finally showing them this amazing version that you are that they never knew. So that's beautiful. Okay? The Queen of Wands in reverse. So here again, this creative energy, you have a lot of creative energy, but it's being blocked here. It's being blocked because, again, it ties back to the vision. You need to really write down your goals and your vision. You need to write them down on paper and to see them clear and not be afraid of seeing them. Like with this eye, you need to see them, look at them. Because that is what you truly want. Because upright, she is the most creative out of all. And you don't have to be a she. It's just that feminine energy that is creative. That's our natural birth, okay? That's our birthright, to be constantly creative in everything that we do. So when we are in reverse, our energies, our sexual energy is wrong. It's like you're overdoing it or you're not doing it at all. So it becomes this blockage. When she's in reverse, she might not be in the right space. It creates a lot of confusion when the creativity is blocked. So you're being asked to open up that creativity and know that you can create anything. You are a creator. You're here to create. And when we block ourselves and we block the blessing to everyone else around us that needs to. They need to see everything that you can bring. Because it will benefit them too. The world will benefit of your unique set of skills and everything that you've gone through. Let's see what wants to come out more. Okay, the devil energy. Here we go again. It's a lot of Capricorn. It's a lot of things from the old. I feel it's mostly in the mind that is blocking you, in family patterns also, that is holding you back. Different desires, if you have a lot of sexuality, that means that you're super creative. And if you've been blocked and just have it this, in the lower chakra where the sexuality has been blocked or you've been overdoing it in some way, then these temptations just, I feel like there's entities in your family and bloodline that has been draining your life force, because all of those juices that needs to enter up into your kundalini, here again, it comes through the third eye. I feel like this energy is meant there to block your family in generations, because I feel many of you, when you awaken, your third eye is going to explode. There's a lot of energy. But since this entity has been eating out of this life force and all of those fluid, by blocking it, by sending different people that are maybe very sexual, that have been... maybe when you're sitting in meditation, you get aroused a lot. That's what's coming through for some of you. And that's nothing strange. It's just that the body is used to doing something. So when you start to sit still, all of a sudden the body wants to get up and do something or gets aroused. And we have to just let that energy go. We just have to let it naturally flow. This is what comes through. And again, there might be temptations when you are doing this vision and when you're stepping into yourself, that no, maybe you should go with the crowd and be like everyone else. Remember, you're stepping into the energy of Aquarius. You're moving forward and you are in the Cancer full moon, meaning that you are embracing everything in the name of love, okay? And as long as you stay there, this is so funny, we get the Four of Cups. As long as you stay there, you're just going to be like her. Because the ego right now and there, and you're developing so much, it's not fun. It becomes a place where you're bored. It's boring. You know why it's boring? Because you need to evolve. You need to step into this beautiful version of yourself. And as long as you're where you are or having that mask, you're going to feel bored because you need to replace all of those habits that no longer serve you with new set of habits. And you need to just hear the blessing. You see that cup, it's overflowing. It's like exploding in different colors. And of course, it's the color red there that is coming out of it, which is saying again, I'm being connected to your lower chakra. There needs to be a lot of healing in the lower chakra, releasing of old fear that doesn't serve you. You need to go through this. You need to do it. And you need to nurture yourself like sign Cancer. You need to connect with your emotions. Let go of everything and just feel those emotions that wants to come through. Because in this energy, you're just going to be bored. You're going to be bored and probably get this sexual energy coming through. And then again, it just wants you to be stuck in that energy. When in reality is, if you embrace yourself completely, you let go of that energy. You let go so much that you are all of a sudden stepping into this new version of yourself. It's not boring because all of a sudden you're doing different things. You're meeting different people. You are different. It is exciting. It is new. And the ego gets mutilated. So you just mute it. You can't even hear it. Because the calling of the soul is so loud. We're going into this soul journey. We're going into this higher calling now. And all of you, I mean, we're in the same boat. We are connected in some way. And I'm here with you right there because we're going through this together. No matter where we are in this journey, we're connected in some way. And I definitely feel the soul calling. I mean, even if I'm under the weather and nothing, I'm still doing this, what I'm supposed to do. I'm following my calling. And the same way, I want to encourage you to whatever it is that you're, it doesn't have to be something big. It can be the smallest shifts and changes into who you are, from changing a workplace, from showing up in your workplace in a different version of yourself, from showing up in your family settings in a different way, not showing up at all, to making a statement that you feel like this is not okay. It is all embracing yourself. It is opening up your heart. It is telling the world who you truly are. And you're a beautiful being. And so let's see. Wisdom, power, and transformation. We got the owl. Okay, in the Celtic, we have the owl. The owl is so wise, so ancient with energies, and it can be, I mean, they can turn their heads, basically. They can turn around completely. And this is what I feel. I'm seeing this. They're showing me this picture that you're going to turn around in a big way. You're going to turn heads. I mean, because you are going to show up in such a different version of yourself. You're just so different. It's going to be beautiful. And this is not new work. You've been doing this work for a long time. It's just that this fear keeps coming up and blocking you so you don't take that leap of faith. And again, you have this beautiful card of the Fool, which is saying take that leap of faith. You have the owl with you, and the owl is so wise. The owl is, and you see the card is talking about transformation and power and wisdom. You have everything that you need within yourself. You have everything that you need to make this vision clear. You have the resources, you have the owl, you have everything, okay? Because the owl is, in today's society, the owl energy is the ruler of the Most High. So you've embraced the darkness and your light and understand that both of them are needed. Some people in the lower energies can be scared of an owl and feel like there are negativity connected to it. But if you embrace your Empress energy, you understand the Empress, she's more like an owl. She holds wisdom. She's dark, but she holds a light in herself. It's the perfect blend of yin and yang energy. I love this owl being there for you. Oh my goodness. That's amazing energy. So let's see what the angels, let's just close this reading of the full moon in Cancer. which has a lot to do with the families, bloodlines, and also had to do with how you show up in the world. So when that changes, the family dynamic changes, and the more that you care about yourself, you're also compassionate to everyone else around you. You see their struggle. And I feel like many of you just be careful there so you don't have the traits from the ancestors, especially from your father's bloodline, coming in to kind of make you sharp and be very fiery to where you burn everyone around you, okay? Maybe with a statement. It might be right, but just understand that they're not where you are. And so you don't have to force them to get to where they need to be. You have this, like Cancer, she's already home. She doesn't need to call everyone home because home is good. You're already going on your soul journey. If someone doesn't want to follow along, they don't have to. You're still going to find companion going through this. Regardless, you're not going alone. First of all, you're walking with spirit, okay? You're walking with spirit. You already won, okay? And along the way, spirit will send you people that will walk with you. And the parts that you think that you're walking alone, you're not walking alone. You're walking with spirit. You're never alone. That's just an illusion. You see? We're clearing space. That's what's happening, you see? Because like I said before, here it is, ties in again. Because you're coming into this new version, all of these old thoughts, beliefs, and you see again in the third eye there, they need to burn away. Things need to burn away for that sexual energy to go all the way up and activate your third eye and go through all of your spine, your 33, all of those 33 steps going through your spine up and rising your kundalini. There's an activation happening, and all of these old thought patterns, they need to go to make space for new, because this is what you're stepping. You're stepping into this beautiful space. And so if you don't know what to do, just close your eyes for a second and just say, all of this that I seem to have difficulty of getting rid of, or I don't seem to understand how to do it. I ask the Most High to clear it out. I'm sorry. To clear it out and to release it. Oh my goodness. I'm being attacked by the energy that doesn't want to be cleared. Clearly, negative energy is eating a lot and has been eating in your bloodline a lot from you all. So clearing all of this will not just clear you, it will start to clear the bloodline. But it has to start with someone. And it is the star seed. It is the black sheep. It is the one that's different, that stands out. That is going to be courageous to make that shift. And you, my loves, are exactly that one. You're nourishing like Cancer. And you are free like the owl. You have great vision in the night. And you embrace the light in everything. And you understand the darkness. I love this reading for you all. I hope that these messages helps you navigate through this full moon in Cancer, and that you have a wonderful month. And I hope to see you back here for February's reading in the full moon, and check out the shorts videos for the new moon to know how to set new intentions. And thank you for all of your likes, share, subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. I'm sending you love your way. Bye, everyone.